The member for North Sydney.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Immigration and Border Protection. Will the Minister update the House on the steps the government has taken to protect Australians from dangerous non-citizens? Is the Minister aware of any alternative approaches?
The Minister for Immigration and Border Protection.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the honourable member for North Sydney for his question and his passion, like all of us, in keeping our country as safe as possible. And it is the case that this government has cancelled a record number of visas for non-citizens, people who are involved in all sorts of crimes. There's no question about that. And there has been a dramatic increase over the last 12 months, particularly compared to the last 12 months of when Labor was in government. Now, it is indisputable, of course, that there are significant links between the CFMEU and outlaw motorcycle gang members. Now, this, of course, gets the Labor Party excited, and they interject on these occasions. You know why? $10 million comes from the CFMEU into the coffers of the Australian Labor Party over recent years, and the CFMEU seek to defend the bikies because the bikies provide the muscle on the building sites, kicking out hard-working subcontractors who go there to employ other Australians, to provide for their small business, to do the work they've been paid to do. And we have militant unions supported by bikies across the country closing down work sites this very day, as reported by Renee Valaris in the Courier Mail today, which demonstrates, Mr Speaker, the depth of involvement between the CFMEU and the Australian Labor Party and outlaw motorcycle gangs. Now, people might ask why this Leader of the Opposition would not stand up to the CFMEU and say, why do you tolerate the behaviour of your officials? Why do you tolerate the behaviour of this hired muscle on building sites? Because it increases the costs of units. So when young Australians are going this weekend to an open house, to a unit that they may not be able to afford or they've been saving up for, they know that that unit is more expensive because they have seen building costs increase as a result of the involvement of the unions and of the bikies. Now, all of these people who receive money opposite from the CFMEU and from the other unions can bleat all they want, but the facts remain the same. It would be like, and there are good unions in this country, what about the shoppies? I mean, what about the shoppies if the shoppies employed the bikies to go into Woolies, into Coles and into IGA and started upturning, grocery aisles and muscling up to the poor shop attendants at the counter at the front of the store? I mean, would you find that acceptable? Would you find that acceptable for the bikies to be roaring in there, showing off their tattoos, bashing customers as they're coming in because they should be going down this aisle and not that aisle? I mean, that's what this Labor Party has been reduced to. That's what this Labor Party's been reduced to. This weak Leader of the Opposition is completely owned and operated by union bosses around the country. He demonstrates every day he'll do anything for union bosses, he'll do nothing for the workers.